So we're into day 5 of the IPC Athletics Asia-Oceania Championships. 21 titles to be decided today, 11 on the track, 10 in the field, and that includes just outside the stadium the women's shot put F32-34 final. But a whole series of medal ceremonies to get this session underway. Some medal ceremony action. We've already had 5 before you've joined us. And we're going to have a couple of medal ceremonies coming up for the men's 1500 metres T11, but before that the women's 400 T20 43 to 47, which was held last night and will be coming up shortly. Nice day again here in Dubai. It's got slightly overcast, but it's been sunny for most of today. Again, the high to mid-20s Celsius, just like yesterday, just like most days here, but not like Wednesday, which was torrential. So hello from Will Downing. Penultimate day of action at the Dubai Police Club Stadium. Hashtag is in action again. Hashtag Dubai 2016 for these inaugural Asia-Oceania Championships. And the day's first medal ceremony will be for the women's 400 metres T20 43 to 47. We've got 2 field finals getting underway shortly. Women's discus F54 to 57, seated throwing category, and also the women's shot put F32 to 34 likewise, but that is a cerebral palsy category. Now this was a good final last night, very enjoyable, and I guess Sri Lanka, one of the stories of the games here at these inaugural Asia-Oceania Championships, and they provided another golden sheen to that last night.
IPC Athletics Senior Manager. Bronze medalist representing Thailand, Panjiraporn Gagun.
Panjiraporn Gagun of Thailand with the bronze medal here. Leading the flower part of the ceremony of IPC Athletics.
Silver medalist representing Japan, Anju Furuya.
Anju Furuya, first major championship medal for this talented up-and-coming 20-year-old from Saitama Athletics Club.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Sri Lanka, Lalwala.
What a fantastic victory for Lalwala Paliyagaranan Salagi of Sri Lanka, who won silver in the long jump and now gold in the 400. Sri Lanka's 3rd gold medal here, 10th overall.
Ladies
Only
and
6
gentlemen,
nations have
please rise
won more medals than them.
for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Only 6 nations have won more gold than Sri Lanka as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalists.
And an excellent championship continues for Sri Lanka and for Lalwala. here it is, the Police Sports Stadium in the east of the city by the airport.
Gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 1500 metre T11. Please welcome the medalists.
Next medal ceremony then is for the men's 1500 metres T11 final from last night.
Silver medalist,
3 finalists, so only 2 medals in play. Hamid Aslami of Iran finished in second. Ankur Dharma with the silver for India. And in a similar situation, finished third in the 400 final, but only gold and silver up for grabs in that. It's his 4th major championship medal, having won 3. 1 silver, 2 bronze at the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago. Jakarta, the next Asian Games in 2 years' time.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing China, Zhang Zhen.
Second gold medal in Dubai this week for Zhang Zhen, having won the 5,000 metres earlier in the week. It's the same double that he did at the Paralympic Games in Beijing in 2008. T11 complete visual impairment. So you would say it's a great thing to be able to achieve in the longer distances, 1500 and 5,000. He's also a working journalist by day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Away with
rise
words,
if you're able,
as
for the
well as
national anthem of China.
away with his feet. China, another gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania
A very
Championship
familiar
medalist.
anthem now. And obviously not just from this week. Perennially successful nation across all sports and disciplines.
gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's shot put F11 and 12.
Men's shot put
Please
F11,
welcome
12.
the
Medal ceremony now, and it was an Iran 1-2 here. They're the most successful nation of the week to date. Very strong squad that they've sent here.
Silver medalist representing Iran, Aryan Lotfi.
Aryan Lotfi with the second medal of the week for Iran, bronze in the discus, and now silver in the shots.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Iran, Noor Mohammed Areki.
A double success for Noor Mohammed Areki, having won gold in the discus earlier in the week. Now he's done it again in the shot. His country's 13th gold medal of the week. 2 more than China, 6 more than India and Japan, more than everyone else. 25 medals in total, 4 more than China, 5 more than India and Japan.
Please rise if you're able for the national anthem
week so
of
far
Iran.
for Iran.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalists.
So the field events are now underway for day 5 of the 6 here. And it's the women's discus final and women's shot put finals that are underway. Foul throw by Thuraya Al-Zabi of the United Arab Emirates. Bronze in the javelin here so far, and bronze in the discus, the Asian Games 2 years ago. The United Arab Emirates' first ever female Paralympian. There are 9 in this decider, including 2 from the United Arab Emirates who've won gold already. Zainab Al-Braiki with gold in the club, and Sara El-Sanani gold in the shots. At F33, it was one-person category, so there was no medal. Mariam Sultani gold in the javelin. Sarah Massoud of Qatar, who throws next, is the reigning Asian Games shot champion. All 6 throws coming at once, and that will get her on the board. 478, 234 points. It's multi-category event, so it is a points competition, points for distance. And each of the disciplines, F32, 33, 34, the same distance thrown by each athlete would mean different points due to what the capabilities would be expected. 5 meters 10, setting a good standard here. That's 307 points now. 6 athletes from the United Arab Emirates in this. 3 from elsewhere, 2 from Iran, 1 from Qatar. The Gulf nations obviously very well represented here this week in Dubai. Around 300 athletes from 24 nations. It's an event which will absolutely grow. No success for Al-Zabi with throw number 4. That was just on the edge of the quadrant, but it counts. Just hit the tape, but it's inside.
From the United Arab Emirates, also been represented.
Australia not here for timing reasons. It is a Paralympic Games year as well, obviously. Big Grand Prix event on here next week, the Fazza Grand Prix. It's the 8th time they've held it. Grand Prix circuit getting bigger and better all the time. 498, her 5th row, not her best. 510 remaining the peak performance so far. So for future Asia-Oceania Championships, we certainly expect big teams for Australia and New Zealand. And for the Pacific nations here. Papua New Guinea winning 2 gold medals here this week. Again, that's knocking around the 5 meter mark.
Sitting on 307 points at the minute, a 510. Her best so far. In a minute, we'll see Qatari Sarah Hamid Masood, as well as Noura Al-Ketabi of the United Arab Emirates. Suede Al-Hamadi, a no-show for this event.
So Al-Zabi's competition is done, and that's 4 meters 81. So she stays on 307 points, and that's the standard for the rest to try and beat.
And Fazza Kamani representing Iran make their attempts a little bit later. Noura Al-Ketabi holding the Asian record in the F32.
Also underway here inside the stadium is the women's discus, and this is the bronze medalist in the shot, Famini of Indonesia. In terms of the discus, that gave her her best result at the Asian Games 2 years ago. She finished in 5th. Again, all 6 throws being taken at once here, so we've already had Amini Nugarami, the gold medalist in the shot, gold in the javelin and the shot at the Asian Games 2 years ago. She came up with 22.80 for 605 points. Now she's an F57, Famini's an F56. So a slightly shorter throw for her would score the same points. F57's been taken as being stronger and able to throw further than F56s. And Famini with a good prospect of going in front here, and she has. She's 45 points clear of Amini Nugarani. 16.74 a second round attempt, but 17.08 putting her in front. And that's the standard that has been set for the Indonesian bronze medalist in the shot. Indonesia with 8 medals so far here. They're the 8th most successful nation. The standard medal table. Thailand have had an extraordinary week. They've won 11 medals, 5th highest tally of anyone. Just 1 gold so far though. 6 silver, 4 bronze.
وتستعد البطلة القطرية حاليا سارة حمدي مسعود من فئة 33 لمحاولتها الست. نذكر بأن هذه المسابقة لدينا بطلة آسيوية وهي نورا الكتبي في فئة 32 والرقم الآسيوي مسجل باسمها، ونتمنى لها التوفيق في تحسين هذا الرقم وتحطيمه والارتقاء إلى منصة التتويج.
Well, that's her best so far, 17 meters 30, 666 points tally. 17 meters 30. Very good athlete. She's been getting strong results for years, but it's only in recent championships that she's started to medal. These games, actually. Has come close regularly in the past. 5th in the discus at the Asian Games, 8th in the javelin in Incheon. 17-13 was a 4th round attempt, and in the 5th round that might just be a little bit further, but again it's pretty much around the same mark.
So far we've had plenty of record sets at the IPC 2016 Athletics Asia-Oceania Championships here in Dubai. Men's 200 meter T42 Yonhap of Sri Lanka 25.12. Men's 400 meter T44 Adnan of India 54.67. In fact, that day was quite busy 2 days ago when we had 4 Asian records taken in the same day. The men's
17-24 in round 5. 17-30 remains her best.
And Nasser Mohammed of Kuwait managing to break his own Asian record, the men's shot put F.
So this to round off.
A 7.60. Great event so far. Looking forward to many more Asian records being set today and also tomorrow as we wrap up the competition.
Well, can she finish on a high? Well, no, 17 meters 12. And that's, well, keeps her on 666 points, 17 meters 30, her best for the day. And there's still 4 left to throw in this competition. First action on the track today, that's the women's 800 T53 at 4:45 local time in around 25 minutes. That's a non-medal event. It'll be followed by the men's 800 meters T54 final. Somebody who we would expect to do quite well in this. Sara Masood, the reigning Asian Games shot champion from Korea 2 years ago. 5th in the shots of the World Championships last year. This 29-year-old will be a prime candidate for the gold medal here.
في ال 400 متر فئة تي 44 رجال الهندي كونان سيكاران أنندان حطم الرقم الآسيوي بزمن جديد 54 ثانية و67 جزء من المئة، فيما حطم الهندي زميله رامكاران سينغ في سباق ال 5000 متر فئة تي 13 الرقم الآسيوي بزمن جديد قدره 16 دقيقة و15 ثانية و47 جزء من المئة. الكويتي ناصر محمد في دفع الجلة رجال فئة 32 حطم رقمه الشخصي في هذه المسابقة بمسافة جديدة قدرها 7 أمتار و60 سنتيمتر، والفيتنامي غويان بيهاو في
سارة مسعود
56 دفع الجلة رجال حقق رقم آسيوي جديد بمسافة قدرها 10 أمتار.
So getting into position into the throwing chair.
أيضا أريكي نور محمد وأميني نجوراني مهنز حطم الرقم الآسيوي في رمي القرص رجال بمسافة جديدة 35 متر و16 سنتيمتر، فيما
6 attempts all at once.
حققت رقم جديد وقدره 8 أمتار و10 سنتيمتر. أتوقع أيضا مثل ما ذكرت المزيد من الأرقام القارية وربما العالمية.
You get one sequence and that is it.
يوم الغد الثاني عشر من مارس 2016 هو اليوم الأخير.
As you'll know, at some championships in some categories it's 3 in a row, but has helped speed some competitions up here by having all 6 together at once.
Well, we're just 5 minutes away then from the women's shot put F11 and 12.
There's another women's shot put competition starting in the next 5 minutes, and that will be F11 for athletes with total visual impairments.
The F11 Asian record currently held by Tang Hongza of China, set at London 2012 at 12:47. The athletes will have 6 attempts, potentially an Asian record set to be broken again today, as we have had so many in the past week.
بعد حوالي 5 دقائق من الآن تنطلق مسابقة الجلة السيدات لذوات الإعاقة البصرية بمشاركة.
Another lovely day in this part of Dubai, the city centre directly behind us. These the pictures coming from the main grandstand here at the Dubai Police Sports Stadium. And then just beyond the finish line, there's the throwing section where Sarah Masood is ready to go.
ونذكر دائما بأنه لما يكون هناك دمج في فئات الإعاقة يتم احتساب النتائج بنظام الرازة للنقاط لاحتساب نتائج الرمي والوثب في رياضة ألعاب القوى للمعاقين. الرقم الآسيوي لهذه الفئة هو للصينية تانغ هونغسيا بمسافة قدرها 12 متر و47 سنتيمتر.
We are expecting clear conditions for.
And as usual, a number of practice throws just to get into the swing of it before proper competition starts. So she's an F33, which means that Al-Zabi's result of 5 meters 10, which is an F34, doesn't necessarily apply to her, but the points tally does, which is 307.
Asia-Oceania Athletics Championships. Please stay hydrated if you are getting in on some of the field and track action today.
مجددا نستمتع معا اليوم بطقس مشمس وجميل بشكل عام مع هبوب رياح خفيفة، ودرجة الحرارة القصوى اليوم بدبي هي 26 درجة مئوية والصغرى 19 درجة. يؤذن لصلاة المغرب في تمام الساعة 6:27 فيما يؤذن لصلاة العشاء إن شاء الله في تمام الساعة 7:57. نذكر جمهورنا الكريم والمتطوعين وكل المشاركين في البطولة بتجنب التعرض لأشعة.
So Masood, with the first throw that counts in the competition, gets the white flag. So Masood straight away could have put herself in big contention for a gold medal. That is an Asian record, 4 meters 62, and it breaks the mark from last year at the World Championships in Doha from Saja Al-Azemi of Kuwait. That by 6 centimeters. She goes way out in front, 571 points to Al-Zabi's 307. She leads by something like 270 points. Siram Al-Rashidi is about to go in the women's discus. This is another seated event, F54 to 57. Bronze in the Javelin at the Asian Games 2 years ago, and she finished 4th in the shots here.
We'll keep you updated now with the women's discus.
Keep you up to date with how Masood goes with her following throws. Famini leading 666 points, Samini 605. So Al-Rashidi aiming for 22.80. That's what the other F57 who's thrown so far, Amini Nuragani, has come up with for 605 points. So this to get her above Amini into the silver medal position, and obviously a little bit further than that, chance to topple Famini, who's in a different category, so different points tally for her.
Make her first attempt. We'll see Mongolian national Tetsugarai Genderaja come up after her, followed by
23.81, and that's 662 points. She is second, 4 points behind Famini. So 23.85 should put her in front, or better, obviously.
وحققت من النقاط 668. نتمنى لها التوفيق في المحاولات المتبقية في هذه.
Well, it's a good solid throw, and she's got the white flag as well. Now that's very positive.
في الناحية
Big prospects for her here, perhaps, to have extended.
البطلة القطرية سارة حمدي مسعود حققت رقم آسيوي جديد في فئة F33 سيدات لدفع الجلة ومسافة قدرها
And she has, fantastically, 24:01, 673 points, and she's in the lead by 7.
ثلاث محاولات.
Well, we're not even an hour into the competition so far. The women's shot put F32 through. The 34 has already seen its first Asian record set. Sarah Hamdi Masood of Qatar with a 4.75, incredible, a new Asian record.
Well, it's very positive throwing from Al Rashidi so far, looking to increase her lead after the 23.81, which was just shy of Famini's points total, and 24.01, which exceeded it. She improved by around 10-11 points with the last throw. 24.01 the standard she set in the last round. What about here?
In the competition today, Thuraya Al-Zabi sitting just below her on 307 points.
Oh, fabulous! 24.67, and she increases the lead even more so. 708 points. She's 42 clear of Famini now. Every attempt has been an improvement.
To the track to update you. We'll head back though to the discus throw, the F54 through to the 57, women competing at the minute.
Getting better all the time
going in for a fourth attempt.
For this United Arab Emirates athlete. Now it's been a good week in terms of medals for them. And with what she's done, well, it is fourth, at least for her. And the consistency has been excellent from Al Rashidi. This 33-year-old so far, started throwing in 2009. She's based a 10-minute drive away from here, from the Dubai Club for the Disabled, which regularly stages major international athletics events itself. Each throw, one after the other, has been a major improvement for Al Rashidi. Well, it's another good throw. It's not an improvement on her third round effort, but it's still a very good 24.44, which on its own would be enough to lead. But that 24.67 remains the best, and 708 points.
مسابقة دفع الجلة سيدات في الناحية اليسرى من المنصة الرئيسية. إذا انتهت المحاولة للاعبتين زهانغ من الصين وليو وياي من تايبي الصينية، وتتصدر هذه المسابقة لحد الآن زهانغ بمسافة.
Again, they're bombarding around the 23-24 meter mark. Can't really say much better than that at the moment.
فيما تحت المركز الثاني اللاعبة ليو ياتين من تايبي الصينية بمسافة قدرها 7 أو 9 أمتار و78 سنتيمتر، ومجموع من النقاط 606 نقاط. نلاحظ رغم أن ليو ياتين هي تتقدم من حيث المسافة، ولكن النقاط تحتسب.
Well, her fourth round was a disimprovement by 23 centimeters, and this one a disimprovement by over a meter. 23.01, it's her shortest throw to date. But she is our leader by 42 points from Famini, with Amini Nogarani currently in third for Iran.
So far on 779 points, a 9.66, her best in the F11 class. The Asian record held by Tang Hongzia of China as well, taken in London 2012, an incredible 12.47. Way off, though, the world record that currently stands.
Now that looks a lot better for her final attempt.
In 2014, 17.32 though. Still 4 more attempts from.
Really good throwing from Al Rashidi. She's put herself in really good contention for the title here. She's our current leader. Karamjyoti of India, Gendanjar of Mongolia, Magathian Muavi of Iran. all to come, and that's another good effort. 24.63, it's just 4 centimeters short of her best so far. Siam Al Rashidi of the United Arab Emirates is our leader with that 24.67 and 708 points. But the next 3 to throw have all medalled here this week.
كل التوفيق لسهام. لازال هناك الهندية كرامي جوتي والمنغولية سوكتيريل والإيرانية الثانية هوتوتشيان موافي في هذه المسابقة.
Lovely stadium, blue. Definitely the colour these days. Grew in popularity due to the 2009 IAAF World Championships in Berlin. A blue track there, due to the fact that Hertha Berlin were the host football club at the stadium, and they play in blue. Kasumi Nakayama is the only one to go in the women's 800 metres T43. So really a time trial on the road to Rio for Nakayama. But that track in Berlin saw so much great action, those world records from Usain Bolt, and blue definitely caught on. Obviously there'd always been that shade of red traditionally. The track in Portland a couple of weeks' time for the World Indoor Championships is green. So Kazumi Nakayama, this 32-year-old from Nakahama, she'll be going very shortly in the women's 800 final. It's due off in the next 5 minutes. And then after this we'll have finals in the men's 800 metres T54, male equivalents of this, men's 100 T34 as well for cerebral palsy athletes, and we've also got long jump action to come here shortly. Women's long jump T11 and T12. But here she is, Kazumi Nakayama.
But in the next 5 minutes we will direct our attention towards the track, our first track event of the day here at the IPC 2016 Athletics Asia-Oceania Championships, starting for the women's 800 metre T53 final. We can just see Kazumi Nakayama of Japan start to warm up there on the track. This event set to get underway in about 5 minutes time.
Well, she is our sole focus of attention. Very successful international record down through the years. Honours in the 1500 metres for her as well. Just to bring you up to speed with Sarah Massoud of Qatar in the women's shot put F32-34 final. Another Asian record coming with her second round throw, 4 meters 75, 613 points. Taraya Al-Zabi of the United Arab Emirates, the only other one to throw. It's almost double points that Massoud leads by over Al-Zabi, and when I say almost, 613 to 307, 1 point away from double scores. So she's in the gold medal position at the moment, but there are 9 to compete in that, and we've had 2 throwers so far. So coming in now is Noura Al-Khtaibi of the United Arab Emirates in that women's shot put F32 to 34 final. That for seated cerebral palsy athletes. We all always explain the higher the last digit, then the greater strength, the lesser the impairment in that particular category. Noura Al-Taibi is the one of a whole crop of athletes born in the 90s competing here, and obviously one of 5 from the United Arab Emirates entered. She's 22 years old. Silver in the club throw at the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago. She was 4th in the shot. This gives her a chance of moving up, especially as she'd finished 4th in this shot put at the World Championships in Doha in October. She was 6th in the club there.
Representing Japan, the only competitor in this non-medal event, the women's 800 meter T43, starting in about 2 minutes time. The world record held at the minute by Angela Ballard. Taken in
so 6 attempts, and obviously
about 9 months ago,
a couple of practice goes at the moment.
48, the Asian record held by Zhu Hongzhan of China, taken in Beijing last year as well, a 1:51.01. That's the time that Kazumi Nakayama will be looking to beat as she warms up for the women's 800 meter T53. 2 laps around the track here, starting in just over a minute's time.
Al-Taibi, a prime prospect for medals here. She's the first F32 to throw. Still being set up, a little bit of rebinding going for Al-Taibi. We will return to this in due course. So this is the women's 800 meters T53 final. Kazumi Nakayama, the 32-year-old from Yokohama. 3 medals at the Asian Games in Incheon. All the records in this set last year. Angie Ballard of Australia with the World and Oceania record, and Arbon in Switzerland in June. So underway in the women's 800 meters T53 final. Kazumi Nakayama going for Japan in this, as was the case in the 1500 meters. Silver in the 2 and the 4, bronze in the 8 in the Asian Games 2014 in Incheon in Korea, 4th in the 1500 final there, and in the World Championships in Doha last October she was 8th in the 400 and 11th in the 15. Office worker who started this sport in 2008, encouraged to take up athletics whilst at a rehabilitation clinic with the Accenture Club in Japan. Reckon that might be where she works as well. I've never asked her about that. Aiming for medals in Rio. Former flight attendant as well before coming into athletics. So end of the first lap. Bell coming for Nakayama. 3 major championship medals to her name from those Asian Games. 1:02.77 at the end of the first lap. She comes through with 3:50 to go. In terms of what would be a stronger events, well, the sprints realistically with bronze coming in this 800 meters, but 2 sprints giving us silver medals in Korea. Solid pace. A lot of athletes who would have chosen not to come already would have had times for Rio. Some have made it here for the competition. Obviously the big Grand Prix in Dubai next week also, where a lot of the best of the world from all continents will be here, and well, Nakayama probably will be as well. Here she comes, closing straight, won't break 2 minutes. The Asian record 1:51 set in Beijing last April by Zhu Hangzhong, but here she comes, Kazumi Nakayama of Japan, and she's through in 2:05.82 in this women's 800 meters T53. Nakayama, the sole focus of attention within this police stadium.
In the women's 800 meter T53, it's a non-medal event. Wasn't able to break that current Asian record of
solid run by
at the minute.
Nakayama.
The first of our track events today. We will be building up to plenty more of.
I think wheelchair race is very exciting, comes across very well. And so Nakayama gets the 2:05.84 time in this women's 800 meters T53.
نورا الكتبي في منطقة دفع الجلة الخارجية تحطم رقمها الآسيوي مرة ثانية وتصل إلى 4 أمتار و39.
Nora Al-Taibi has broken her own Asian record at F32. It was 3:43 set of the World Championships in Doha. She has sent it out almost a meter beyond that to 4:39, and that's 436 points for her. She's still about 180 behind her leader from Qatar, Sarah Hamdi Massoud, but she's 129 points clear of Turai Al-Zabi, her compatriot from the United Arab Emirates.
منذ ذلك الوقت نتمنى كل التوفيق للبطلة الإماراتية نورا. نذكر بأن احتساب النتائج في مثل هذه الحالات بتواجد 3 مجموعات أو 3 فئات إعاقة يتم الرجوع إلى جدول رازا لاحتساب النقاط وهو الذي يتم من خلاله تحديد.
Good performance from Al-Taibi so far. She's had 3 no throws, but that 4:39 absolutely sensational. The 4:12 was an Asian record as well in the second round. So along with Massoud, Al-Taibi has twice broken an Asian record.
Nora Al-Katibi in the F32 class held her current Asian record taken in Doha last year of a 3.43, smashing that though today with a 4.39. She sits
so final attempt then.
Second between the F32 and 34 even on 430.
3 meters 83, but that in itself would have also broken the Asian record, so all the marks that counted for Nora Al-Taibi today would all have been Asian records. She's in the silver medal position, and there's still 6 to go. Next on the track is the men's 800 meters T54 final. And as you can see, Rashid Al-Adieri doesn't start in this. He is the 1500 meters champion for this week, but he is a DNS. He's had 3 medals already this week. Gold and silver battle. That's the only way to travel. So it's Hamad Al-Adwani and Badir Abbas Al-Huazin of Kuwait and the United Arab Emirates respectively. That's a shame about Al-Adieri. He's had a very, very good week, winning the 1500 ahead of Al-Huazin, and then silver in the 1 and the 2. Silver in the 2 behind Hamad Al-Adwani, who goes in this in lane 4 to your right. Al-Huazin on your left, lane 5. Second in the 1500 meters final from Sharjah.
On 666, we've got Tetsingarai of Mongolia currently in 3rd with 638, and Amani Nugarani of Iran 605. Still two more athletes though to compete in that event as we turn our attention to the men's 800-meter T44 final. The athletes warming up now. Rashid Al-Dahiri of the United Arab Emirates, a no-show for this event. So we will see Hamad Al-Adwani from Kuwait in lane 4 and Badr Abbas Al-Hawasan representing.
It was a really tight finish, by the way, in that 1500 meters. Al-Hawazin stayed with Al-Dahiri throughout. It is a pity that he's not been able to start this men's 800 meters T54 final. Both wearing national colours, and that just would have to be red and black for the two. So Al-Adwani in 4, Al-Hawazin in 5 in this men's 800 meters T54 final. So away we go. Al-Adwani is a T53, Al-Hawazin a T54, but both competing under the T54 banner today. Al-Adwani winning the 200 meters here, and silver in the 100, bronze over 400 at the Asian Games 2 years ago. But he was twice world champion in Lille in 2002 over the shorter distances, over 100 and 200, and gold at the Paralympic Games in Athens in 2004 over 400 meters. Al-Hawazin was a two-man final in the 15, so he didn't get anything for second place, unfortunately, but he's hit the front here quite early on.
يتبعه حمد العدواني. طبعا هو سباق أيضا تكتيكي يحاول كل من المتسابقين
stuck close behind Al-Hawazin at the moment, who leads for the United Arab Emirates from Sharjah. Really tight decider in the 15. It looks like the 8's going to be the same as well. Al-Adwani in the slipstream of Al-Hawazin, letting the Emirati athlete take it out early on. There's the bell. They go through at 1:08.34. So here we go, a lap to go. Al-Hawazin leads for the United Arab Emirates. It's Al-Adwani in second place, shortly looking to move in the outside and pants. But when will he choose to do that, and how successful will he be? Al-Hawazin maintaining the progress with 300 to go. Just staying out in front, this man from Sharjah, the 30-year-old. Al-Adwani's already achieved a lot by the age of 24, but unable to start this final. Now a little bit of acceleration from Al-Adwani on the outside, and Al-Hawazin going to mark him very quickly. He's responding, and he's sped up. Al-Adwani still looks to have a little bit of extra pace on the outside, but obviously extra distance to be covered as well. Al-Hawazin is on the inside, Al-Adwani is on the outside, and Al-Adwani coming through to take his second gold medal of the week for Kuwait. Al-Adwani is the winner. Al-Hawazin in second place, and it's 204.14 unofficial. And it's another gold medal for Al-Adwani for Kuwait. Came through to win, and he made the break at the start of the final bend with 200 to go.
A 1 minute 52.31, the official results in.
And that was a very, very good finish
from Kuwait, a time
Hamad Al-Adwani. That's his third medal of the week here, and the second gold, having won the 200, runner-up in the 1. But he wins the 800 ahead of Badr Abbas Al-Hawazin here to claim the men's 800 meters. And what a conversation between the two as well. That's been ratified to 204.17. So Al-Adwani wins it, Al-Hawazin in second place, and again a very tight margin of victory. And he does win again. So the big question in the men's 100 meters T34 final is, can Mohammed Hamadi complete the set, having won 3 titles already this week in Dubai? Wally Katila did the same at the World Championships in Doha. Hamadi with 3 silvers and a bronze out of that. 3 gold medals already this week. 4 of the 5 have won medals at these championships.
البطل الذهبي للكويت في أولمبياد البرازيل. معه بطلنا محمد الحمادي بفئة 34 في الحارة الرابعة، والقطري محمد القبيسي في الحارة الخامسة، الكويتي الثاني ناصر صالح من نفس فئة أحمد المطيري في الحارة السادسة، والقطري الثاني خالد حمد الهاجري في الحارة السابعة.
Men's 100 meter T34 final, the next event set to get underway here on the track as we approach 5 o'clock.
It's a very
Ahmed Al-Matari from the United Arab Emirates in lane
good
4,
selection for that men's 100 meters T34 final. Junting Jian in the women's long jump shortly.
From Kuwait in lane 6,
won the 100, reigning world 400 meters champion, and who has a smattering of major international championship medals in the long jump. World champion from 2011 in Christchurch, silver at London 2012, and bronze at the World Championships in Lyon in 2013. So the latest situation in the women's shot put F32-34 final in terms of points. Sarah Massoud of Qatar, 613. She leads. Noura Al-Tabi in second place with the United Arab Emirates, 436. And in third, Taraya Al-Zabi of the UAE on 307. Massoud and Al-Tabi in different categories have both set Asian records today. 475 for Massoud at F33. 439 for Al-Tabi at F32. And Mariam Sultani of Iran, the fourth to throw. Gold in the javelin this week and bronze in the shot at the Asian Games in Incheon, and fifth in the javelin. She was there as well. So now we've got up to date with a few of the extra field events. Let's introduce the athletes for the men's 100 meters T34 final. Mohammed Hamadi, gold in the 200, the 400, the 800. Reigning Asian Games champion in the 100 and the 2. World champion over the 2 and the 4 in Lille. Mohammed Al-Kabasi of Qatar in 5. Here's Nasser Selin, 6 of Kuwait. Khalid Hamed Al-Hafri of Qatar in lane 7. Bronze in the 800 meters this week. Al-Matari in 3. Reigning world champion over the 100 meters at T33. World and Asian record holder over the 1, the 2 and the 4 at T33. But it's T34 where he's been guessing at this week. Silver in the 400 meters. Hamadi with those 3 titles. Al-Kabashi with silver in the 8. Bronze in the 2 and the 4. Nasser Salah 5th in the 100 meters at the World Championships at Al-Hakri. Bronze in the 8. It's a quality field. It's very strong. And Hamadi is going for the 4-timer. Final of the men's 100 meters T34. Al-Matari 3, Hamadi 4, Al-Kabashi 5, Salah 6, Al-Hakri 7. Hamadi going for more glory and the clean sweep. And they're away in the men's 100 meters final. Hamadi getting into his stride, and Al-Kabashi alongside as well. Finished second behind him in the 800 meters, trying to make a big race of it, but Hamadi's on his way through. Al-Matari in second place, Al-Kabashi in third, but Hamadi's got the clean sweep. He's won all 4 gold medals here, 16.28. Great glory again for the United Arab Emirates, and Mohammed Hamadi continues to lead the rest here. Al-Matari in second place, Al-Kabashi in third, but no stopping Mohammed Hamadi this week. 16.30, the ratified winning time, and that absolutely brilliant. He would not be denied this week. Puts him in great stead for his reuniting with Wally Katila for the Paralympic Games in Rio in September. Hamadi's taken all 4, wins the 100 meters, 16.30. Took him a while to get going, Al-Matari and Al-Kabaisi, either side of him, have got off to a brilliant start, but Hamadi had the rest, and his ability shining through in the end. Ahmed Al-Matari in second place, 16:47, relatively tight margin of victory. Al-Kabashi in third for Qatar, 17.11. But Mohammed Hamadi has done it again. It's been a real week to remember for him. Men's 100 meters T42 final coming up shortly, featuring the long jump champion, silver medalist in the 200 meters Atsushi Yamamoto of Japan, and the 200 champion, Yoda Pedagate of Sri Lanka, who also won the 4x1. Reigning Asian Games champion over 200 meters. So this is Bodhika Indrapala, 2 bronze medals so far this week for Sri Lanka in the 200 and the long jump. Already out for a bit of practice on the track. The long jump champion at Asian Games, World and Asia-Oceania standard, Atsushi Yamamoto, who's also the reigning 100 meters Asian Games champion. This is Abdullah Al-Fifi of Saudi Arabia in lane 5. Sixth in the long jump here this week. 317 is Towachai Morapat of Thailand, who was involved in their relay third place in the 4x1 last night. Mohamed Durrani, who's been in a couple of finals already for Afghanistan, including the long jump. Al-Fifi at the World Championships in 2006 in Lille. It was Assen in the Netherlands, finished 6th in the 200 and in the long jump. Here's Towachai Morapat. There were only 3 in that relay final, the 4x1 last night, so nothing for third, which is where Thailand finished. Yoda Pedagate, 2 golds and 1 silver so far here this week. Anil Prasanna Jalayat, Yoda Pedagate of Sri Lanka. Gold in the 200 meters and in the 4x1 for Sri Lanka last night, and silver in the long jump. Reigning Asian Games 200 meters champion. That's Jakarta, staging them next in 2 years' time. So it's high standard, this. 4 of the field have won major international championship medals previously. They've all reached other finals here. 3 of them have already won medals here, and Yoda Pedegui, Yamamoto and Indrapala. That was the 1, 2, 3. In the 200 meters, top 2 positions reversed in the long jump. Yamamoto, Yoda Pedegui and Indrapala, the podium places there. Mariam Saltani's made her way up into the medals of the women's shot put final, a 5:59 in round 2. This is a 5th round throw. And in terms of points, 427. She is 9 behind Nora Al-Khtaibi of the United Arab Emirates, currently in 2nd place. And that will be a no throw for Saltani, but she's put herself well in contention for a medal here. And Tarai Al-Zabi of the United Arab Emirates is now out of the medals in 4th. That's a white flag, and it's a good solid throw by Mariam Saltani with 5:59 to beat. .565 would be enough to put her into 2nd place, but it's 5:57. And that looked to me like Abdullah Al-Fifi, who went early. So Saltani, there's her sequence of results, every second one a no throw, but she goes into the medals in 3rd place. Always quite a sight, this women's long jump for T11, and it's Jia Junting Zhan. It's normally a wider launch board. That will be a red flag, but obviously her guide giving her advice about when to take off and what direction to go. Oh, she went early, actually. She went very, very early and landed on the plasticine. So that's a red flag. So ready again in the men's 100 meters. T42. Fifi not lining up. And away we go, and Yamamoto off to an absolute flyer in lane 3, going very well. Indrapala in 2, and it's a great break by Yoda Pedegui here, so it's between Yoda Pedegui and Yamamoto, and Yoda Pedegui's going to get another gold, and Yamamoto gets the silver. Yoda Pedegui with his 3rd gold medal of the week, and Yamamoto in 2nd place, and he's done it again, Yoda Pedegui. His 3rd gold medal of the week, and his only silver coming in the long jump when he was beaten by Yamamoto. Yoda Pedegui's pulled it off again. Terrific victory by this brilliant sprinter from Sri Lanka. He's won gold in the 1 and the 2 and the 4x1 and a little look around, and he's taken the victory. Yoda Pedegui is our champion. Anil Prasanna, Jalayat, Yoda Pedegui for Sri Lanka, another gold medal for them in what's been an exquisite week. It's Sri Lanka's 4th gold medal in Dubai this week. They're 11th overall, and only 4 nations have done better than that. Yoda Pedegui wins, 12.62. Yamamoto in 2nd place for Japan, and Indrapala in 3rd. Again for Sri Lanka, it's the same 1, 2, 3 as in the 200 final. 12.62 the winning time. Yoda's got the force again. So here's Ja then in the long jump once more. She is a T11, so complete visual impairment. She's come right through well. I think she got the board well enough, and it's a white flag this time.
ثانيا كانت المحاولة الأولى غير صحيحة لجيا جونجي، والثانية كانت صحيحة. ننتظر النتيجة. طبعا نذكر بأن ذوي الإعاقة البصرية في مسابقات
She's the Asian record holder, Jia, 473 from London 2012.
الصوتية للتدريب. يرجى من المتواجدين بالرغم من خطأ الوثب الطويل التزامه
And she won the silver medal.
دليل من توجيه اللاعبة أثناء المسابقة. نذكر بأنها من المسابقات الخطرة وتتطلب شجاعة عالية جدا أن يكون لاعبا فاقدا لبصره ويقوم بالوثب في الفضاء نحو المجهول طبعا. ونتمنى طبعا السلامة لكل اللاعبين واللاعبات في هذه البطولة، ولكن نرجو تعاون الجميع بتوفير الأجواء المناسبة لتحقيق نتائج إيجابية. ننتظر النتيجة للمحاولة الثانية للاعبة جيا جونجي.
Next final on the track, the men's 100 meters T44. The 200 meters champion from this week goes in this. Manoj Bhaskar of India, and also another man who helped Sri Lanka to that 4x1 gold last night, Ajith Hetirachichi. Silver in the 400 and bronze in the 2. Behind Bhaskar, but also Rasidi of Indonesia, who helped his nation to silver in the 4x1 last night. There he is, Rasidi, silver in the 4x1 in the Asian Games and bronze in the 100, so a good prospect here. Hetirichi taking silver in the 4. He's already won 3 medals here then. And he was unplaced in the Javelin, which he competed in also. And Usamut was in the Thai team that finished 3rd in the men's 4x1 last night. So Bhaskar in 3, Rasidi in 4, Hetirachi in 5, and Umsamut in 6. T44, men's 100 meters final. So away they go, solid start in 4 by Rasidi, who's got off brilliantly here, and can the Indonesian keep it going? Hetirichi trying to fight back, Rasidi not with an individual medal here so far. Hetirichi's going to come through to win. Hetirichi takes the title, Bhaskar in 2nd place, Umsamut in 3rd, and Rasidi, who led for so long in the end, out of the medals in 4th place. Brilliant start by the Indonesian, but what a finish by Hetirichi. It's another gold medal for Sri Lanka within minutes of Yoda Pedigi doing the same in the T42 100 meters final. That's 5 gold for Sri Lanka now. That's his 2nd, having won gold in the 4x1 yesterday. Excellent victory. Bhaskar, who had gold in the 200, being overturned this time by Hetirichi. And it's another gold medal for Sri Lanka here. 12.30 the winning time for Ajith Hetirichi. Bhaskar in 2nd place and Umsamut in 3rd.
1,500 meters team. 11T20.
13 hundredths of a margin of victory. Back to the long jump and Jia. .474 in the second round, which is a new Asian record, breaking her mark from London 2012. 1,005 points to date. Multi-talented, multi-successful across a whole load of disciplines, and the clapping coming from a coach to tell her where to go. It is a white flag. Obviously, it's a much wider takeoff area, and the clapping has to be done rhythmically and in a way that Jia and any other jumper would understand it's time to go. So 474 in the second round, the new Asian record. Her old mark, a centimetre shorter than that, 473 from London 2012. And this, another Asian record, 4 meters 82. She's done it again. Very, very good jumping by Jia Juntingjian, 4 meters 82. Well, she's getting ever closer to the 5 meter mark. The world record is quite old, set by Purificación Ortiz of Spain in Burgos in 1997. 19-year-old mark. Whether that'll be tested today or this year in Rio. At least the Asian record has gone twice. We've seen quite a bit of that today in the shot put. A couple of Asian records going. As you were in that, by the way, the top 4 remaining the same. Aisha Bani Khalid is thrown for the United Arab Emirates but hasn't got into the medals. Alida Sara Masood, Asian record, 4 meters 75, that's 613 points. Second, Nora Al-Khtaibi, the United Arab Emirates, 439, that's an Asian record in her category, 436 points. And third, Mariam Sultani of Iran, 559. Another category again, she's the furthest throw, but that's 427 points, so she is in third place for now. We won't be seeing any throwing from Suad Al-Hamadi of the United Arab Emirates. She is a DNS. Faza Kermani will be next to go for Iran. Flag bearer at the Asian Youth Games in 2013, silver in the javelin this week, and 2 medals at the Asian Games in Incheon 2 years ago, silver in the shot, bronze in the javelin. Prospect here maybe. She's an F34, so a throw of 5 meters 60 would put her into third place. Here's Jia again. 4th attempt after a couple of Asian records already. 482, her best to date. I think she went beyond. It's a red flag, just overshot. Yep, went right into the road. A step too many. So that's 2 no jumps for Jia. Next to go on the track, the men's 200 meters T37 final. Champion of the 400 meters, Saud Alwani of Saudi Arabia goes in this, as does the silver medalist Sakpet Sewang of Thailand. And the third placer in that final, Ahmadreza Alakani Faradombe of Iran. Akram Alabzi also involved. Alwani gold in the 4, silver in the 1. Here's Alakane Faradbona, finalist in the 1, didn't medal, was 3rd in the 4. Sewang, silver in the 4, disqualified in the 100 final. I thought maybe a little bit unluckily, really. Silver in the 1 and the 4 at the Asian Games in Incheon in 2014. Major championship debut for the Saudi Arabian Akram Alabsi. He's made a few finals already, aiming now for his first major championship medal. So Alwani in 3, Alakani Faradonba in 4, Sewang in 5, and Alabsi in 6. We are underway in the men's 200 metres T37 final, and it's an excellent start from Sewang, but can he keep this up in this T37 decider? They will straighten up. Alwani also going very well, and Alakani behind him, but now in the closing straight, it's Sewang who leads for Thailand. Can he hold on? Here comes Saud Alwani, the 400 champion from Saudi Arabia. I think Sewang's got enough to go. Sewang's going to win it for Thailand. Alwani in 2nd place, and Ali Khani Faradonba is in 3rd for Iran. Unfinished business. Sakpet Sewang from Thailand, disqualified in the 100 metres final, claims the gold in the 200. 27:47 the winning time, and it was by a nice margin as well. 0.24 of a second, almost a full quarter of a second clear of Alwani in the end, who was coming good but who just needed another 20 meters or so perhaps. He wasn't going to overtake Sewang, and the Thai is the champion. 27:47 the winning time for Sakpet Sewang of Thailand. And that's their 2nd gold medal of the week. So next up, a multi-event final. And this covers quite a few categories among the T30s. Men's 200 meters across T35, 36 and 38. We've got 2 gold medalists from 100 meters races this week, but in different categories. Here's Yuen Ka Kin of Hong Kong, 4th in the 100 meters final here at these Asia-Oceania Championships in Dubai, and he was 6th in the Asian Games 2 years ago. For Qatar, Khalifa Abdullah Al-Dasari, who was 2nd in the 100 meters final, went out in the heats of the World Championships last year in Doha. Jing Ming of China, gold in the T35 category at these Asia-Oceania Championships. Chan Wing Sum, bronze in the 100 meters here. 7th in the 200 and 8th in the 100 at the Asian Games in 2014. And a man who's won 2 events here, the 100 and the 400, Abbas Al-Daraji of Iraq. The 100 was T38, a non-medal event, but he won 3 titles at those Asian Games in Korea in the 100, the 200 and the 4. From Baghdad, a couple of high finishes as well in the World Championships last year for Al-Daraji. He was 5th in the 400 meters final and 8th in the 800. Again, a very successful field coming together for this branch of the men's 200 metres. Interesting to see a couple of 100 metres gold medalists from this week coming together in Jinming and Abbas Al-Daraji. They have been separated for the short sprint titles, but coming together here for the 200. Chan might be a prospect, bronze in his 100 final. Al-Dasari was second in his 100 final at T35. Juen fourth at T36. We've got 3 categories coming together across 5 athletes. So here we go, the men's 200 metres final across 3 categories in the T30s. Yuen in 3, Al-Dasari in 4, Jinming in 5, Chan in 6, and Al-Daraji in 7. And they're underway. Jinming trying to get off to a good start. An absolute flyer, it looks to me, by Yuen in lane 3 on the inside, and Al-Daraji of Iraq on the outside in lane 7. It's going to be fascinating when it straightens up. It's Al-Daraji who's already won the 1 and the 4 here for Iraq, and he is well clear for Iraq. It is Belgian national colours that he is wearing practically, but he's going to get his 3rd title here this week. Al-Daraji wins it. It's going to be Chan in 2nd place for Hong Kong and Yuen in 3rd for Hong Kong. Been a good week for them. They pick up more medals here, but Iraq's glory for Abbas Al-Daraji. He's won the 1, the 2 and the 4 now. A sprint treble, and he was well clear of the rest. 24.68, the ratified winning time. And Hong Kong 2 and 3 through Chan Wing Sum and Yuan Ka Kin, but it is Al-Daraji with the honours for Iraq, and they have done it again. That's their 4th gold medal this week. 24.68, 5 seconds clear of Chan in 2nd, Yuen in 3rd, and Jinming down in 4th with Al-Dasari 5th. Next field event, the men's javelin, F55 and 56, featuring the shot put champion and the discus silver medalist from Vietnam, Bey Hao Nguyen. The reigning Asian Games javelin champion is Mohammed Alvanpour of Iraq, and he is in this. First thrower is Saudi Rashid Ahmed of the United Arab Emirates. From Fujairah. Jazz time is up, by the way, in the women's long jump, 4.82, the Asian record. Taking the honours there. And Sayudi's first attempt was a no-throw, and he's at all 6 now. 19.04 is best, and that's equating to 307 points, it being a points event here. Rashid Ahmed Zayoudi, 10th in the javelin at the Asian Games in Incheon. So Ja rounding off her competition then in the women's long jump, twice breaking her own Asian record. 4.82, the new mark heading into the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. And an Asian record of the women's discus throw, 54 to 57. Magati and Moavi with the victory, 20.83. Al Rashidi in second for the United Arab Emirates, and Karam Jyoti third for India. Famini in fourth for Indonesia. So that's the second title for Magati and Moavi this week, having won gold in the javelin. Al Rashidi improving under fourth place in the shot. And Jyoti, who won silver in the javelin, wins bronze in the discus. Famini doesn't add to her bronze in the shot. And here's how the F11-12 women's shot put finished, with Zhang taking the gold ahead of Liu of Chinese Taipei, and it's the same 1-2 as in the discus final. Back to the shot put, which has been running a long time, the 32-34 final. And we're watching Zainab Al-Braiki of the United Arab Emirates. Gold in the club, that's her specialist subject. She's from Abu Dhabi, and she's the youngest in the field at 19 years old. Now her first throw, she's an F32 by the way, so her target is 4 meters 39. That's Asian record set by Nora Al-Taibi earlier, and breaking her own Asian record. All three of the throws that counted for her were new Asian records. Broke her old mark of 3:43 from the World Championships in Doha, so this has to be 4 meters 50. Well, 4:40 in order to get into the medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 800-meter T44. Please welcome the medalists.
So Masood, our leader, on 613 points. Kamani in second, 454, and Al-Taibi third place, 436 from Qatar, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates, respectively.
The medals will be presented by His Excellency Hamad Beljafla, a member of the local...
Now the men's 800 meters
By His Excellency
T54 ceremony, where the United Arab Emirates and Kuwait took the medals.
Silver medalist representing the United Arab Emirates,
Badr Abbas Al Hawassin of the United Arab Emirates from Sharjah finished second in the 1500 meters final, and now second, picking up the silver here. Rashid Al Daheri was due to start, was a DNS, so we did have two on the line, but because there was due to be a third starter, then gold and silver up for grabs in this. And silver for Al Hawassin, and the second time that he's been beaten in a final here in a very, very tight finish.
Gold medalist and the Asia and Oceania champion representing Kuwait, Hamad Al-Adwani.
And Hamad Al-Adwani, who won the 200, silver in the one, takes the gold in the 800 meters. Well, he's been winning major championships since the 2002 Worlds in Lille, in the northeast of France at the Stade Métropole there. 100 and 200 he claimed, silver in the 4, gold in the 4. Athens 2004, and now gold in the 2 and gold in the 8 for Kuwait. Gold for Al Adwani, silver for Al Hawassin. Kuwait take their third gold medal of the week. Now more medal action next, the men's 100 metres T34. And arguably, we have here the champion of the week. Senab Al-Braiki currently lying in 7th place. But now, the men's 100 metres T34 ceremony. Mohammed Rashid Al-Kabaisi was his 4th medal here. Silver in the 8, bronze in the 2 and the 4, and now bronze in the 1. Lot to go back to Qatar with. Delighted too. Bronze in the 100 metres at the Asian Games in this, and the same again here. Ahmed Al-Matari of Kuwait, silver in the 4. He is the reigning 100 metres world champion at T33. Step up this week to T34. It's the 2nd medal after finishing in 2nd place behind today's winner in the 400 metres earlier in the week. So what do we say about this man? He's done the clean sweep. All 4 titles, 100, 200, 400 and 8. Rio's looking interesting already. Wally Katila, the reigning world champion in all these categories. And Hamadi can come chasing after the Tunisian with a bit more merchandise to his name now. What a week for him, 4 golds at T34.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national
Great week for the United Arab Emirates and for Hamadi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania
What an athlete
Championship
Mohammed Hamadi is, and his joust with Wally Katila surely will be one of the highlights at Rio 2016. So let's go to the Javelin, and this is another of our great winners this week. It's the seated Javelin, F55 and 56. And our leader has already won a gold this week here in Dubai. Behau and Guy in a Vietnam gold in the shot, silver in the discus, and now leading the Javelin with a throw of 30 meters 24 in his second round throw. All 6 throws happening at once, as is the procedure being followed here in Dubai this week at these Asia-Oceania Championships. Ahmed Sayoudi's already thrown for the United Arab Emirates, and with his 1904, 307 points, and Guyan almost 3 times that. And 30.23 is a centimetre off his best so far. And at 56, the Asian record is 37.23, set in Incheon at the Asian Games by Mohammed Alvanpour. That's a good effort. Again, it's just shy of 30 though, so it won't be an improvement. (29.58) in Nguyen's tally. An athlete from Vietnam medaling for the first time here at these new championships. Now that's a solid one. Again, it's around 30. We've got a special soundtrack here, by the way. Got a band just behind us in the stadium playing. Excellent. So Nguyen has had his final throws, 29.72. And let's quickly go back to the shot puts. And we're watching Sarah El Sanani. Good prospects here of getting into the medals. Hope Sarah El Sanani is appreciating the soundtrack. Big traditional dance going on. Not very far away from her, actually, probably about 100 meters. She'll hear the music. So El Sanani, very good prospect here. The reason being that she's, by the way, these are practice throws that we're seeing at the moment. Gold in the shot put. This athlete from Abu Dhabi, 7th in the discus to the Asian Games at Incheon, and we'll bring you up to date shortly with how she gets on with her throws, because the track action is about to commence again with the women's 1500 meters final. This across T11 and T20. T11 complete visual impairment, T20 is the intellectual category. Toyoshima and Yamamoto going in this. Zheng Jin is in this for China. Makiko Toyoshima. Second in the 800 meters here, she is the reigning 100 meters Asian Games champion. Zheng Jin with a guide Jin Yu Bo. Gold in the 1500 of the World Championships. Bronze in the 8 there in Doha. And Moeka Yamamoto, gold in the 800 meters here this week. 5th in the 800 final at T20 in Doha at the World Championships last year. And 6th in the 1500. Zheng Jin, the reigning Asian Games champion and world champion over 1500 meters at T11, and silver in that in Christchurch in 2011. So underway, the two Japanese out, Makiko Toyoshima and Moeko Yamamoto, but here goes Zheng Jin with the guide Jin Yu Bo out in front straight away. 5 major championship medals in her career, and one of those, by the way, a bronze in the 400. Just about a quarter of this distance back in those Asian Games in Incheon in 2014. A lot more events being competed there than 4 years earlier in 2010. Obviously, they being the most recent, why they're being quoted a lot in terms of form. But a solid start it is for Zheng Jin. She, like Toyoshima, 24 years old, and bringing them right through at the first 300 meters. Went through in around 55, but the two Japanese close behind in Toyoshima and Yamamoto. Sarah El-Sanani, a good prospect here in terms of the women's shot put, because she's thrown 380 already. That's 302 points. That's 6th place. Now she's only 6 points away from climbing up the standings by 1. A foul, no throw in the second round. Needs another 135 points to go up into 3rd place. It's very congested between 2nd and 6th. Another 150 points and she'd be aiming for the silver medal position. And she would need to throw, I certainly think, over 4 meters for that, maybe 410, 420, all coming to points. Multi-category event it is again. So as you always say, think of the decathlon or the heptathlon, everything equated in terms of distances translated into points. Now, is that an improvement on 380 for El-Sanani, though? United Arab Emirates currently have the bronze medalist. Oh, she's done it! 425. She's in 3rd with 450 points. That's 4 points behind Faizer Kamani. Brilliant throw. So El-Sanani goes into 3rd place. She's the last to throw in this. Al-Taibi dropped down into 4th, and the United Arab Emirates will get a medal one way or the other. It was either going to be Al-Taibi or El-Sanani, and it's going to be El-Sanani now. She was the last to throw, and Al-Taibi was in 3rd, would be ready to drop out of the medals. No problems in terms of that for Zheng Jin here in this women's 1500 meters final, where we've got a lap and a half to go, 600 meters remaining. She's well out in front with a guy, Jin Yu Bo. Real class act, the reigning world and Asian Games champion over this distance from Doha and Incheon respectively. And bronze medals at both those games as well. Bronze in the 800 at the Worlds in Doha and in the 4 in Korea. It's a good lead, around 40 meters over the Japanese duo of Toyoshima and Yamamoto, who will be fighting it out for the silver medal here, but the bell is on the way for Zheng Jin. T11 total visual impairment. Jin Yu Bo doing a very good job with her, and it's nice pace that she's coming out with also. She is the world record holder, 4:44, set at the Asian Games 2 years ago. Very tight between second and third. It's Yamamoto who crossed the line in second ahead of Toyoshima. They were first and second in the 800 with Yamamoto taking the gold medal. So 300 to go, and it's Sheng Jin who leads here. And in a really good position of strength, Sheng Jin is in as well. Good guide work from Jin alongside. All those major international championship medals, and this will put her in very good stead for Rio in September in the Paralympic Games. It's the Engenhão, the second biggest football stadium in Rio, that's going to be staging the athletics there for the Olympic Games and the Paralympics. The Javelin Stadium, it's sometimes otherwise known as, actually goes under a large number of names, but is mainly known as the Engenhão, the Maracanã with the opening and closing ceremonies, a lot of the football as well. But here we go. Sheng Jin wins the gold in the women's 1500 meters, and the World and Asian Games champion is now the Asia-Oceania champion as well, and that's very, very fast. It's only 2 seconds outside a world record, 4:46.22, and the race for the line for the silver will be taken by Yamamoto, ahead of her compatriot Toyoshima in third. 4:44.06 is her world record, 4:46.22 that was, and that'll be snipped down to 4:46.19. Good win for Sheng Jin. Excellent pace work by Jin Yu Bo alongside, and one of the fastest times ever. 4:46.19, 2.13 seconds outside the world record. Handshakes for Yamamoto in second and Toyoshima in third. Sheng Jin, very impressive. Look at that time. She takes the gold and very close to her own world record. Yamamoto the silver, Toyoshima in third.
Show your support for the athletes and your Asia and Oceania champions. A little bit closer to 7 o'clock tonight, the men's discus throw, the men's shot put in the 40.
Tight between second and third in the photo finish.
And we'll also look forward to the first round of the men's 400 meter T47 just before 7 o'clock tonight.
So back to the men's javelin, all 6 throws in a row. This is Aiza Al-Zbeidi of the UAE. There are 3 from the host nation in this. They could technically do a clean sweep. And Nguyen, our leader of Vietnam, 867 points with his 30 meters 24 throw. Ahmed Zaoudi of the United Arab Emirates second, 307 points, and Al-Zbeidi at the moment 14:43 is best in the 4th round. Unplaced in both the shot and the discus. He's from Al Ain. Still to throw from the United Arab Emirates, Saeed Zanani, championship debutant. Sunit Pogat of India, trying to pick up his first major championship medal, and the Javelin Asian Games champion Mohammed Alvanpour. 15:02 is his best to date. 198 points it is for him now. Currently in the bronze medal position. That's a white flag, and that might be beyond 15. If so, chance to edge ever closer to his Emirati colleague. $15.71 is best so far, 235 points, and Aiza Al-Zbeidi remains in 3rd place. So the men's long jump, T11, T12, 2 in this, and it's Shahzad Akram of Pakistan and Yang Chuanhui of Chinese Taipei. They were in the 100 final. Akram was third, Yang was fourth. Yang is the reigning Asian Games 100 meters champion over T11. This is a combined category, so it will be points again between these two. Men's 1500 meters final across T37, 38 and 46. Surasak Damchum of Thailand, silver in the 400 this week, bronze in the 400 at the Asian Games. Eren Sabador of Indonesia, who goes in the 400 later, as does Iran's Amin Abdulpour. Silver in the 15 at the Asian Games and went out in the heats of the 800. So away we go in this men's 1500 meters final. Damchun of Thailand, Sabandar of Indonesia and Abdulpour of Iran. And for two of these three, it certainly will be a very, very busy week. Damchun wasn't involved in the 4x1 last night. In terms of the 1500 meters, two different categories involved in this. It was also open to T37. Damchun is a T38, where the Asian record is 5:41.12. set by Yang Lin in Beijing in 2013, and for the T46s, the Asian record is a bit faster than that. Qing Ning set in the 2008 Beijing Paralympic Games. That's 3:58. We'll see if that gets tested today. Michael Roger holds the Oceania record at that. So 3 laps to go, and it's Sabandar who's taking it out for Indonesia at the moment, with Abdulpour in second place and Damchum in third, but very little to choose between these at the moment. A little bit of movement bringing Abdulpour to the front for Iran, with Damchum trying to keep up now in third place for Thailand. Sabandar in second for Indonesia. They're of a category that's traditionally much faster over 1500 meters. We'll see if that bears out here. It's still Amin Abdulpour who leads for Iran, who've had an excellent week here with 13 gold medals. Sabandar keeping close to him, and Damchum still really keeping himself in it. So they come down for the third last time round the final bend. Damchum, a little bit of a gap emerging, but not a huge one at the moment, with Abdulpour maintaining the advantage over Sabandar. They go through with 2 laps to go at 2:04. Now Damchum's beginning to fall back a little bit. Still a gap of around maybe 5-6 meters or so. And now a little bit of a movement coming from Abdulpour of Iran, beginning to push away, clear of Eren's Sabandar of Indonesia. And Damchum is now well back in third, and the gaps are increasing all the time. Abdulpour deciding to shoot away at this stage, looking for a very, very fast time. Gap of around 30 meters between Abdulpour and Sabandar now, and a similar gap between Sabandar and Damchum in third place. 3 starting off in this final, all pre-qualifying ahead of these Asia-Oceania Championships, so only gold and silver being competed for here. But Abdulpour well out in front. Damchum is the youngest in the field at 18 years old, so he'll have a lot more opportunity, back in third place. But are we in a position where the medals have already been determined in this order? Abdulpour is our leader for Iran, coming up to take the bell. It'll be around 3:20 for him. Amin Abdulpour is in the lead, 3:18.5 as he crosses the line. One more lap to go. Eren Sabandar in second place for Indonesia. And Surasak Damchum, very, very successful at T38. Was quite hot from here. Now he crosses 3:35.97. Worth looking at him, because the T38 Asian record, I think, is well within his grasp here today. Abdelpour is well out in front. No worries about that. The gold medal is going to be his. Sabandar now around 70 meters back in second place. A really good lead being opened up by the Iranian here. Just shot away with around 2 laps to go and said, right, that's it, my time to shine, and he's taken it. Closing straight then for Amin Abdelpour of Iran. He's on his way to take victory, and resoundingly so as well. Abdelpour is our winner. 4:32.53 he wins in. Eren Sabandar is going to come through in second place for Indonesia, around 12-13 seconds back. Comes through in 4:44. But now let's watch the man in third, Surasak Damchum, because the Asian record is 5:41 and he's going to decimate it at T38. Might just be inside 5 minutes, a new Asian record for Surasak Damchum at T38. 5:41.12, the mark set in Beijing 3 years ago. Here's our winner, Abdelpour of Iran. 4:32.50 and a really good winning margin. 4:45.11 for Sabandar, so he took it by 12.5 seconds in the end. So Abdelpour our winner, 4:32.5. So Sabandar in second place, gold and silver between those two, and Damchum with the Asian record, 4:58.46 at T38. And he has taken close to a minute off that. 43 seconds. Women's shot put won by Sarah Hamdi Masood of Qatar. F32 to 34, Sarah El Sani in second for the United Arab Emirates, and third, Faiza Kamani of Iran. Back to the men's javelin final, which has been going on for quite a while now. This our fourth thrower, Mohammed Alvinpour, the javelin gold medalist from the Asian Games, and he missed the 2010 Asian Games due to a car accident. The Iranian star.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter T42. Please welcome the medalists.
It's a points event, but he is in the lead, the longest throw today. 36.57, he's broken the 1,000 points barrier, 1,039, and he leads by 170 from Bahao Nguyen of Vietnam. 36.57, a very impressive throw from this F56 man, and he's only 65 centimeters or so outside the Asian record. An improvement on this, and surely he's going to take it. Great games for Sri Lanka, and we're seeing more evidence of that here. In the men's 100 meters T42, Bhudika Indrapala with the bronze.
Silver medalist representing Japan, Atsushi Yamamoto.
Atsushi Yasumoto, who won the long jump silver in the 2 and now silver in the 1, and it's behind the same man. In fact, it's the same exact 1, 2, 3 in that order as the 200 meters final. And in the long jump, the top 2 positions were reversed. Indrapala with his 3rd bronze medal, and Yamamoto with his 3rd medal, and 2 of them have been silver.
Gold medalist and Asia-Oceania champion, representing Sri Lanka, Yudha Pedji.
Anil Prasanna Jalayath Yodapedagi with his 3rd gold medal in Dubai at these Asia-Oceania Championships. Silver in the long jump as well. Gold in the 1 and the 2 and the 4x1 also. Continuing a terrific week's action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
More glory for Yoda and for Sri Lanka. Terrifically successful time for Sri Lanka. 13 medals now, 5 of them gold, and Yoda Pedaghi has 3 of them. Well done, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter T44. Please welcome the medalists.
So another 100 meters ceremony. It's the T44 for men this time, and another Sri Lankan gold. This was only a few minutes after Yoda's victory. Good result for Sutit Umsamut of Thailand to get the bronze medal here. It was really tight, actually, between the top 4. 0.34 separating them. Very tight margin in the end. Manoj Bhaskar, gold in the 2 this week, bronze in the 4, and now silver in the 100 meters. Edged out Umsamut by 0.07 of a second.
Oceania champion, representing Sri Lanka, Ajith Heterachi.
So Ajith Heterachi of Sri Lanka, another gold for them. Gold in the 4x1 alongside Yoda yesterday. This is his 4th medal this week. The only thing he hasn't medaled in was the Javelin he competed in earlier in the campaign. He's been a successful thrower previously, but I wonder if this persuades him that his best results would be on the track. Well, he has a gold medal. Great result. Ajith Heterachi for Sri Lanka. Exquisite time of it for Sri Lanka, and he might be overshadowed by the other two, but he's overshadowed them by being the winner. Hetirachi. He's got the gold, another gold for Sri Lanka. So Sarah Hamdi Masood of Qatar wins the women's shot put across the F32 to 34 categories. Sarah Al-Sanani of the United Arab Emirates with the silver, and Faiza Kamani with the bronze for Iran. An Asian record for Noura Al-Taibi at F32 in fourth place. A consolation for just missing out on a medal. The floodlights have come back on at the Police Sports Stadium again. Men's 400 meters T20 final, the next on the track. 8 in this, semi-finals yesterday. Malaysia, New Zealand, Japan, and Qatar represented. Japan with 3, Malaysia, New Zealand 2 each. Qatar with Abdullah Muhammad Abdul Rahim, long jumper also.
Taken back in 2006 in Kuala Lumpur. We do have another track event though on in 5 minutes time. The men's 400 meter T20 final. We saw the 2 heats of round 1 of this event yesterday. In lane 1, representing New Zealand, Keelan Ward. In lane 2 from Qatar, Abdullah
Nazarudin Mode is the reigning Asian Games champion. This is Keelan Ward from New Zealand. We've seen him in a few events this year. He's been a local disabled sports personality of the year in his district of Wairarapa in New Zealand. He's 19 years old now, turned 19 in December. Here's Abdullah Muhammad Abdul Rahim of Qatar, 16th in the long jump at the World Championships last year in Doha. Obviously a marathon competition that was. Now for Japan, Ryota Kitamura, silver in the 200 meters at the Asian Games in Incheon. For Malaysia, the Asian Games champion over 400 meters. It was his championship debut. He's turned 21 on Valentine's Day. Nazarudin Mode of Malaysia. Now 19 years old. Tsubasa Kuramoto of Japan, of the Diversity Club in Chiba. This is Ethan Rangi of New Zealand in lane 7, who's also been in the long jump. He was 3rd in his semi-final. Ethan Rangi's been competing in a number of events himself this week. Shota Ishida, 12th in the 400 meters of the World Championships last year, was 3rd in his semi-final. Semi-final 2, Rangi was 3rd in semi-final 1, Ishida for Japan. And in lane 6 is Mood Noordin Ibrahim, who won his semi-final. Both Malaysians won their semis. Great prospects, therefore, in this 400 meters T20 final. This is Abdullah Al-Masbahi, who will be throwing shortly in the men's shot put F53-54 final. Mukhtari Hamami of Iran has gone already, and he's thrown an area record, 7 meters 61. Another multi-event category, F53 and 54. So Abdullah Al-Masbahi with his first attempt. He's an F54. Mukhtari Hamami, 761, breaking by 2 centimeters the record from 2003 of More Ramadas of India, which was 759. 761 he threw in that third throw. And that is a foul by Al-Masbahi with his first attempt, and a quick look at his second will let you know how his score goes. Still a little bit of time before the scheduled running of this men's 400 meters T20. That was 6 meters 11 from Al-Masbahi in the men's shot put, 262 points, and he is around 550 behind Mukhtari Hamami. Very good games for Malaysia also. 3 gold medals to date. Well, the prospects of them getting more here. Al-Masbahi's third throw was also a foul. .611 again for the second time for Al-Masbahi, so he stays on 262 points. So the men's 400 metres T20 final, Ward in 1, Abdul Rahim in 2, Kitamura 3, Mode in 4, Kuramoto 5, Ibrahim 6, Ranji in 7, and Ashida in lane 8. So away they go. Good solid start from the Japanese, Kitamura in 3. Keenan Ward has got out very, very well for New Zealand in lane 1, ahead of Abdullah Mohammed Abdul Rahim of Qatar in lane 2, and also flying as Ashida of Japan. And now here comes Nasruddin Mode, the Asian Games champion, in lane 4. He's streaking out well clear. Looks to be a big battle between the 2 Malaysians and the 3 Japanese at the moment. It's Mode in lane 4, and he's absolutely flying at the moment. He won his semi-final, and so did the other Malaysian, Nuruddin Ibrahim. Look at the gap as they straighten up. Nasruddin Mode well out clear in lane 4, and a real race for second place. That is the main race with Kitamura in second place. It could very easily be a Malaysia 1-2. Nazaruddin Mode is going to win for Malaysia, but who's going to be in second place? He takes it in 50.31, and it's a Malaysia 1-2 as Nurdin Ibrahim takes second place and Kuramoto third for Japan. And the Asian record has been smashed by a second and a quarter. It was 51.61, and he's taken 1.3 seconds off it, and it's been rounded down even further. 50.30, the new Asian record, and that was absolutely scintillating by Nazaruddin Mode. He really was in a class of his own. Ibrahim coming through in second place. They had won 3 medals before. Now it's a very impressive 5. 50.30. Absolutely sensational running by Nazaruddin Mode. 1.31 seconds off the 2014 mark from the Asian Games, set by Payman Nazari Bazanjani of Iran. And the Japanese finished third, fourth and fifth in the end. Kuramoto, Kitamura and Ishida in that order. But Mode, absolutely marvellous running. That's a quality standard. I'm surprised anybody else managed to get into the photo finish, to be honest. Mode taking it, Ibrahim in second place. So Malaysia 1 and 2 and a new Asian record for the champion Mode, with Ibrahim in second place and Kuramoto leading home the 3 Japanese to take the bronze medal. No improvement, by the way, in the men's shot put final for Abdullah Al-Masbahi. 2 throws of 6 meters 11. Gold for Yang of Chinese Taipei in the men's long jump, T11 and 12, 6 meters 08, ahead of Shahzad Akram of Pakistan in second, 5:38. Back to the men's javelin, F55 and 56. Sunil Pogat, his final attempt. Now, 25.70 is best so far, and something around 26 meters in terms of points will probably bring him up further, and that might just be it. It is a red flag, though. So Pogat, at best, will be third, and is going to have to hang on for Saeed Danhani of the United Arab Emirates, who's the last to throw, and anything better than that, and Pogat is out of the medals. But it's Alvanpour of Iran who leads on this with that brilliant 36.86. That's not that far off the Asian record, actually. His own Asian record is only about 30 centimeters longer than that. 37.23. Certainly had some big throws within him today. It was his 5th round throw. That was the longest, 36.86, but we saw his first, which was 36.57. Alvanpour is on the brink of victory, and Ngoya knocked into second place, having won gold in the shot. Sunil Pogat hanging into third for the time being. Getting into position to get the men's shot put underway, F53 and 54. Abdul Reza Yokar of Iran, 5 times a major champion in his career. Reigning Javelin champion at the Asian Games. Also won the Javelin at the 2006 and 2011 World Championships in Assen and Christchurch respectively. And in the discus, gold in Birmingham in the World Championships in '98 and at Sydney 2000. It's been a long time since he started going on the gold trail, but has never won a major championship shot put title before. Silver in the Asian Games 2 years ago. Next medal ceremony, the men's 200 meters T37 from earlier today. Still quite a number of finals to be decided tonight. We've got the men's discus F44, shot put F46, and another relay, the men's 4x4, and quite a bit of medal action later on as well, medal ceremony action. And we also have heats of the men's 400 meters T47. All ends tomorrow, hashtag Dubai 2016. For social media, and our final session tomorrow runs, if you're watching us in Dubai, from 4 p.m. until 8 at the Dubai Police Sports Stadium, which is right alongside the airport. The men's 200 meters final earlier, quite tight between the gold and the silver medalist in the end. And Yoka, by the way, with a miss in his first throw in the shot put. The men's discus F42 final. This among the amputee categories. Gold and silver being fought for in this. Our leader is Jaideep. Best throw so far is 37.75, with Ali Albishi in second for Saudi Arabia. And we've just seen Mohammed Jirani throw 26.39, third place.
Communications Director at Dubai Health Authority, accompanied by His Excellency Hamad Javelin, a member of the local organising committee. Bronze medalist representing Iran, Alikhani Fardonbeh.
Ahmed Reza Alikhani Fardonbeh of Iran with the bronze medal in this. Yet another medal for them in these games, 29.91. Been very, very impressive.
Silver medalist representing Saudi Arabia, Saud Alwani.
Saud Alwani, the 400 meters champion, silver in the 1 and now silver in the 2. No victory for him this time.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing Thailand, Sakbeet Saiwang.
And for Thailand, the man who was disqualified in the 100 metres final had a lot to prove. Proved it in the 2. He is the champion over 200 metres now for Thailand, Sakbeet Saiwang. And it's their second gold medal and 13th medal of the week for Thailand. So China take yet another title here. She really is an exceptional athlete. And another gold medal to add to her collection. Zhang in the women's shot put. The men's 200 ceremony is on the way across the T30s, 35, 36 and 38. Back to the men's discus final. Ali Al-Bishi of Saudi Arabia, 33.62 is best so far. Needs to improve by just over 4 meters to overtake Jaideep of India. Well, it looks to be beyond 30. Not 40 though. Asian record held by Wang Lizheng of China, set in Kuala Lumpur. In 2006 that was 44.48. Alan Davis of Great Britain, the world record holder. Claiming triumph in Doha at the World Championships. Men's 200 meters medal ceremony across a lot of the T30s. And again, Hong Kong taking 2 medals here. Silver and bronze, and Yuan Ka Kin gets his first medal of the week, having finished 4th in the 100 meters. He finishes 3rd here and gets the bronze. Very successful week for Hong Kong. 7 medals, 2 of them gold.
Silver medalist representing Hong Kong, Chan Win-sung.
His compatriot, Chow Wing-sum. Bronze in the 100 and an upgrade in the 2.
Medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing Iraq, Abbas Al-Daraji.
3rd title this week for Iraq, Abbas Al-Daraji. His 3rd title this week. His 2nd medal. The 100 meters was a non-medal event, but the 400 and 200 were, and he's finished top of the podium each time. Iraq with 4 golds this week, and he's claimed 2 and 3 titles overall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
It's been a very positive week for Abbas Al-Daraji of Iraq. Great week for Hong Kong as well, not just Iraq. A man we've seen a lot of this week from Afghanistan, Mohammad Naeem Durrani. Currently in third place in the men's discus final, the F42. We're into the final round, 25.19 that was, 26.39 was his best. Needed to be 7 meters better. And only 2 throws left in the competition. And we'll see if Ali Al-Bishi can swap silver for gold here.
تنطلق بعد قليل مسابقة دفع الجلة رجال أيضا فئة
33.62 his best. Needs to be 4 meters better in order to take the honours here. So it's Ali Al-Bishi from Riyadh. Well, that definitely looks to be beyond 30. That is a very good throw. But is it enough to get up to 37.75 for Jaideep? He's had a solid competition, a couple of no throws during that time as well. Well, looked to have gone a good distance, but it is not his best, 32.71, so it is silver for Ali Al-Bishi, and the Asia-Oceania champion is Jaideep of India.
We also have another field event, though, happening in about 4 minutes' time.
Jaideep with his 37.75 in round 3. He's done impressively well. So this to round off his competition. He has the gold for India. Another title for them. It's the 8th they've won this week. Their 3rd most successful, therefore, on the medals table.
Current world record for the 44 standing at a 63.46. Jeremy Campbell of the United States holding that, taking it back in 2012 in Oklahoma.
So Jaideep is our champion for India, with Ali Al-Bishi taking the silver for Saudi Arabia, and it's been a very fruitful day for him.
Just about wrapped up then with Jaideep.
4th in the discus at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014. This is a massive improvement. Jaideep wins the discus, and this is his specialist event. It's his first major international championship. So Jaideep wins, 37.75, Al-Bishi in 2nd place, 33.62, and Durrani in 3rd for Afghanistan. So the men's shot put F53-54 final, it's being led by Makhtari Hamami of Iran, 761. It's a multi-category event, so we go to points, but that's 761, a new area record, breaking the old mark from 2003 by Moria Ramadas of India. 2nd is Abdullah Al-Mosbahi for the United Arab Emirates, and 3rd, Abdul Reza Yokar, 5 times major champion in the Javelin. He's in 3rd with a 5.18, and Salah Al-Anasi, different category to Yokar, 5 meters 43 in round 4, 5.42 in round 3. That's a no throw in his 5th. Probably an extra half meter, extra 50 centimeters would get him above Yokar. Into the medals, currently lying in 4th place. He's about 100 points down, but he's improved very well with his last couple of throws, so something around 590 should displace Yokar. Different category, but he'll overtake him on points. He went for it. It's a white flag, so all he can do is hope and wait. So has Al-Nasi made it for Saudi Arabia?
Final results for the
It is an improvement. It's 5:48. And it does improve his point situation, but he's still around 80 down in Jokar, so it's fourth at best for Al Anansi with one thrower to come in, Hamid Al-Miri.
867, Sunil Fogat of India, 816. Representing the United Arab Emirates.
So now Dubai Sports Network have gone to an interview. Next on the track will be the men's 400 metres T47. There will be two heats in this. Some very good Sri Lankan champions in this once more. So all of the track medal events are done for the day. So Makhtari is still leading that men's shot put quite comfortably. Give you details on another shot put final, the F46. There are 6 in this. We'll probably be showing you quite a bit of this as the day goes on. There are a number of discus finals later on, the F42 and the F44, but the shot put F46, Wang Zhongchun will be the first to throw in this. It also features Priyano, the discus champion from Indonesia. Men's discus throw F44 will feature Johannes Billy of Indonesia and Kesavan of India, and the 42 discus throw, Jaideep taking that for India. First 3 to qualify for the final of the men's 400 metres T47 in this. The man who featured in the 4x1 relay gold medal winning team, Ugaldena Patharana Halagi of Sri Lanka, Ahmed Ajaglu, the 100 and 200 champion for Iran. Very good games for Papua New Guinea, a couple of medals in the women. Well, earlier we saw Erens Sabandar of Indonesia compete in the 1500 metres, and how well he did. Ugaldena Patharanalagi of Sri Lanka, 4x1 champion, and finished 4th in the 200 metres. Behind this man, the champion of the 2 and the 1, going for a treble, Ahmed Ajaglu of Iran. Samuel Nason of Papua New Guinea finished 12th in the 400 metres and 13th in the 100 at the World Championships last year. And Shang Zhueke has been in a few events this week. It's his first major championship. So Sabandar in lane 3, who won silver in the 1500 metres round about an hour ago. He's in 3. Ugaldena Patharana Halagi in lane 4. Jaglu in 5. Nesin in 6. And Zhang in 7. First 3 to qualify for the final. And then the next 2 fastest losers across both semis. Sabandar in 3, Ugaldena Patharana Halagi in 4, Jaglu in 5, Nason in 6, and Zhang in 7. So the first 3 will qualify then for the final tomorrow. Zhang has got off very strongly, but it's Jaglu in 5. What a good start for him. Ugaldena will go well also, I'm sure, in lane 4, but it's Zhang Zhueke of China who's been caught up with by Jaglu now. These certainly look to be the top two right now. Jaglu way out in front, looking very smooth. The Asian record at T46 might be within his sights here, but just look at the margin. Ugaldana is now coming through in second place, and Jaglu is well clear. Having won the 1 and the 2, he's on his way to win this semi-final, and in a very fast time as well. Ugaldana in second place. Nason's going well in third for Papua New Guinea. At the moment, that's the 1, 2, 3, and that's how it will remain. Jaglu wins it for Iran. Ugaldana in second place, and Nason in third for Papua New Guinea. 50.67 the winning time, and they're the three to go through to tomorrow's final and the final day. Big margin. Ugaldana was under no pressure either, but Ahmed Jaglu winning 50.65. It's been rounded down to. Very good. No bother for him in the end. And Jaglu, it's taken a lot out of it. It was well clear in the end. It's obviously, if you run 400 meters in these conditions, it's a lot warmer than you think. He's had a big week winning the 1 and the 2. Jaglu through 50.65. Ugaldana, Patharana Halage in second place, 52.01, and Nason also through 53.58. RNS Sabandar, after his silver in the 1500 meters, will have to wait with 55.43. Back to the shot put final, and Amiri with a monstrous effort. Now, that's his first throw. It's an F54, so anything further than 6 meters 11, and that would be a silver medal. And he's targeting the 810 points of Mukhtari Hamami. He's the Asian record holder set in Dubai, the Grand Prix last year, of 9 meters 25. Now, if he throws that, great chance he'll win. Mukhtari with his 7 meters 61. He's an F53er. That coming to 810 points. Amiri is an F54, so it will come through as something different. But let's see, that looked long. That looked the longest we've seen today, actually. By comparison, El Misbahi, who's an F54 through 6.11. That was 262 points, so may have to throw it out towards 9 meters to take the lead here. Has to throw longer than the F53 athlete, who's a category below him, as the points classification and calculation will be very different. But Amiri, well, he looked very impressive there. Gold so far in the discus and the javelin here. He is a former strongman, remember that. Able-bodied strongman competitions, second in the Dubai Grand Prix last year, and then people started thinking, hey, up, this lad could be good. 9 meters 37 by Amiri, and that is a new Asian record. It's 900 points, and that's the gold. Nobody to throw after him. He has done it already. Amiri with a wonderful throw. 9 meters 37, a new Asian record. Nobody to throw after him. He's in the lead and he's on the top podium. Amiri gets the gold. 900 points to Mukhtari's 810. Second heat to the men's 400 meters, T47, semi-final, effectively. Amin Abdulpour with gold in the 1500 meters for Iran. And that was earlier today. Kamal Rathnayaka, who was involved in the relay success for Sri Lanka last night. Sandeep Singh has already claimed silver in the 200 meters this week for India. He may be 22, but he's by no means the youngest in the field. Yahya Al-Bushi is younger still, 7th in the 100 meters at the Asian Games 2 years ago. He was unplaced in the 100 meters here. He's 21. Chen Tao, is 18 for China, and he, like Al-Bushi, was unplaced in the 100 meters final. Kamal Rathnayaka of Sri Lanka, gold in the 4x1. He had the opening leg last night. And coming up on the outside, Amin Abdulpour, who won the 1500 meters earlier today. Now aiming for a spot in the final of the men's 400. Silver in the 15 at the Asian Games. He went out in the heat of the 8. 400 a major drop down in distance for him. Top three to automatically go through to the final. The top three and the next two fastest losers. And that currently is 55.43. Ernest Sabandar. All is ready. Singh in 3, Al-Bushi 4, Chen 5, Rathnakaya 6, Abdulpour 7. A slight problem, I'm afraid. Green card for everybody. So all ready again. The music has started again outside, so perhaps, just perhaps, that's caused the delay. So Singh in 3, Al-Bushi in 4, Chen in 5, Rathnakaya in 6, Abdulpour in lane 7. Top 3 to go through to the final, and the next two fastest losers. So away we go. Good start by Chen Tao of China. In lane 5, he's already caught up with Rathnakaya of Sri Lanka alongside, who ran the first leg of that 4x1 successfully for Sri Lanka yesterday, though they were down in 3rd place around the halfway mark, and it's these two ahead of the rest of the moment. Chen who leads for China, Rathnakaya of Sri Lanka alongside, and now streaking out into the front for them as well. Also going very well looks to be Al-Bushi for the United Arab Emirates. Singh will be moving up for India now too. And here he comes. It's Sandeep Singh for India as they straighten up, who's in the lead. 2nd for Sri Lanka is Kamal Rathnayaka, and 3rd for China is Chen Tao. And that's how it's going to finish. It's going to be Sandeep Singh to win, to go through. Rathnakaya in 2nd place, Chen Tao in 3rd, 51.15. I don't think anybody else from this heat is going to get through. It's the top 3. Sandeep Singh makes it. Also means that Ernest Sabandar, who won silver in the 1500 earlier, is in 4th place in the other semi-final, going to make it through, but it's Sandeep Singh through to win. Rathnakaya was a 2.5 back in the end. So Sandeep Singh takes the honours, 51.15. That's going to be a very, very good decider, I think. Sandeep Singh taking the honours, 51.15, silver in the 200 meters. Behind the man he'll face again in the final, Ahmed Jagluvaran, who won the other semi-final. So Sandeep Singh through along with Rathnakaya and Chen Tao, but Abdulpur 58.26 will not be enough. Singh, Rathnakaya and Chen Tao are through. Just to update you on Hamid Amiri in the men's shot put. A couple more throws, 9.52, 9.69. Amiri with the gold. So the women's T11 and 20 final from earlier. And Chinese victory here again.
The medals will be presented by His Excellency Javelin Al-Mahiri, the Secretary General of the UAE Paralympic Committee, accompanied by His Excellency Hamid Al-Jaffa, a member of the local organising committee. Silver medalist representing Japan, Moiko Yamamoto.
Silver for Moiko Yamamoto of Japan. And the two Japanese, Yamamoto and Toyoshima, the latter finishing out of the medals well behind our eventual winner. It's a major combination of categories was this one.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion representing China, Zheng Jin.
Yes, this was a very exemplary triumph for Zheng Jin, the reigning World and Asian Games champion over 1500 meters. So Zheng Jin with another great success. She's the Asia-Oceania champion, 4:46.22. She was only just over 2 seconds outside her world record. Would have been something if that had gone here. Good guiding from Jin Yubu as well. 13 gold medals now for China.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalists.
So another gold medal for China here. They've won 23 in total, only Japan with 24, and Iran with 29 and one more. China with 13 gold medals, Iran have 15. Medals table, strictly speaking, isn't a race. It's always interesting to compare and contrast. Obviously, a number of nations will be just looking to get on the medals table. If they do that, it's been a very good Games. So the men's discus F44 is just wrapping up. And that's the second longest throw of the competition so far. Santha Muthulavai Kesavan of India, 37.86 he's thrown out to, and he's leading at the moment by 7 meters with a 38.13 from round 4, ahead of Johannes Billy of Indonesia.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing Chinese Taipei, Yang Chuanhui.
Victory in the men's long jump, T11.12 for Chinese Taipei, Yang Chuanhui. It's their first gold medal here, and they've won 3 overall, and he beat Shazad Akram of Pakistan into 2nd place. He's the reigning Asian Games champion over 100 meters, and now the Asia-Oceania champion for Chinese Taipei. Gold for Chinese Taipei for Yang. And that was a good display. And they have a continental champion in their midst now in Chinese Taipei. Kesavan has won that men's discus at 44, his best attempt being 38.13, and Johannes Billy, his best throw was his last, 34.09, but second for the Indonesian, and Kesavan wins for India.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 400 meter T20. Please welcome the medalists.
Malaysia taking further honours here in the men's 400 metres T20.
Bronze medalist representing Japan, Ryota Kitamura.
Ryota Kitamura taking the bronze medal in this. Because Mud Nuruddin Ibrahim, who finished in 2nd place, has been disqualified for leaving his lane. So that means Japan get 2 medals here. Kitamura, who'd finished 4th, gets the bronze. Tsubasa Kuramoto, who took the bronze, now gets the silver. Had been a Malaysia 1-2. Now it's a Japan 2-3.
Gold medalist and Asia and Oceania champion, representing Malaysia, Nasharuddin Mohammed.
No worries about a winner though. He beat the Asian record by 1.31 seconds. A terrific margin considering it's 400 metres. Nasharuddin Mode, the Asian Games champion, is now the Asia-Oceania champion too. So, double glory for Malaysia, thwarted with Ibrahim's disqualification, but it's gold for Mode and gold again for Malaysia. Another of the week's great performances.
Championship medalist.
Nasruddin Mode taking gold for Malaysia again. And Japan taking 2 more medals for a second and third. Second highest tally behind Iran. Exceptional week for them. More bronze medals than anyone else also now with 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 1500 meter T37, 38 and 46.
Now it's been an immensely busy evening for Amin Abdulpour and Erina Sabanda, because not only have they run in the 1500 meters final and they're taking part in the medal ceremony for it now, but they've also been involved in the 400 meters in the past couple of minutes. Now there was an Asian record in third for Surasak Damchum of Thailand, 3 finalists, so nothing for third. But Damchum beat the old T38 record by almost 50 seconds. Was 5:41.12, now it's 4:58.46. Silver for Ernest Sabandar of Indonesia. (4:45.11). And Sabandar is qualified for the 400 final. And so too is Amin Abdulpour. He did manage to squeak in the end. And before that, gold in the 1500 barely an hour earlier. What a fruitful evening it's been for him. 4:32.53, the winning time. Excellently done. So it's another gold medal for Iran. They've won 17 now. 4 more than China, 9 more than India, who've had a great games themselves. 32 medals as well, and Abdulpour has done it for Iran. Very successful time for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Oceania Championship medalists.
And on the top step they go. Abdulpour for Iran, Sabandar for Indonesia, the gold and the silver. And they compete against each other again in the 400 final tomorrow, the last day of Dubai 2016. We're with you again from 4 p.m. local time. That'll be 1 p.m. 1300 Central European time. Midday if you're watching in the UK and Ireland.
هنيئا مجددا لجميع المتوجين والفائزين في بطولة آسيا وأوقيانوسيا لألعاب القوى اليدوية هنا بدبي على أرض ملعب.
Final trek event tonight's been cancelled, by the way, the men's 4x400 relay T43-54, so it's going to be, for the rest of the night, field action will bring you, along with the medal ceremony action, some of the great highlights of the day.
نذكر بأن فئة F46 هم ذوي البتر في الأطراف العلوية ويرمون بيد واحدة. عادة يكون لديهم بتر أو ضمور عضلي في أحد الطرفين العلويين. في المركز الثاني الصيني وانغ جونغ كونغ ب 11 متر و19 ثانية. الإندونيسي كريانو ب 11 متر و4 سنتيمترات. كان في البرنامج أيضا سباق تتابع للكراسي المتحركة 4 في 400 متر ويبدو أنه سوف يتم إلغائه بسبب إصابة اللاعب راشد الظاهري بطل الإمارات في سباقات الكراسي المتحركة وبسبب ذلك سوف يتم إلغاء هذا السباق لعدم وجود 4 متسابقين لسباق تتابع الكراسي المتحركة. إذن سنواصل مع بقية المنافسة في دفع الجلة للرجال فئة F46.
The men's shot put F46, the final still ongoing at the minute. The athletes up to their 4th out of 6 attempts. Javelin of Iran leading with a 12.91. Wang Zircon of China 11.19. Piano of Indonesia on an 11.04. Just starting his 4th attempt, in fact. Hashimzadeh Sidiari of Iran at 10.96. Daisuke Watanabe of Japan at 9.75. And Shafajan.
So there's a bit more medal ceremony action to come. Just to tell you about the men's shot put F46. Ramazanali Dulabi of Iran is our leader, 12.91. We've had 3 rounds at the moment. We're just going into the 4th. Wang Zhukun of China in 2nd place, 11.19, and Priano of Indonesia, already a champion this week, 3rd, 11.04. But it's good night from here. Catch you tomorrow, 4 p.m.